from our point of view is what purposeful, intentional use of sport is contributing to something else that may not be delivered, that the CGAs may need to just be in association with, as opposed to owners of.
Yeah. I don't think you expect them to be owners of it.
No. And it's about them being okay with that.
Yeah, and many of them are, sports administrators or ex-sportsmen and women themselves. You can't suddenly expect them to all become visionaries.
No.
And
also there are loads of them out there already. Like I don't think this is about reinventing the wheel. It's partnering with existing.
No.
So in the conversations that you have around this kind of sport as an enabler type piece, the way you look at those opportunity cost pieces around transportation, housing, social mobility, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Do people, or can people, or are there pockets of people that have the understanding that sport can be the path to many of those things? If everyone kind of pulled together.
At the top level, I don't think people disagree, but if they're serious about, say, bidding for a games, then it's rush. What evidence have you got?
Sure.
And hence the piece of work I referred to earlier to help us bring all that together, because there are numerous studies and reports and so forth, but there's no, we're just including all the links to these previous reports in the tender document, and just on Manchester alone, I think that there were more than 10 different reports and studies that have been done, but none of them actually tell the full story at all, because most of them were done shortly after the games.
Right, and actually,
the real benefit story is the last 20 years.
Yeah.
What's happened since. So people don't push back on it and say, I just can't see the links. People understand the links, but it's all about quantification. Yeah. And so you say it's good for transport or education, but what did it cost and what were the benefits? People these days want to see usually a pound or dollar sign next to things, because people understand if I've spent 1 million and I'm getting 10 million back, that I can go and sell that to my community. But if it's and
have you always kind of known that piece of work was needed and it was about finding the right time, or have you just almost got to the point of conversations where you're like, we're just having the same conversation over and over, we have to do something differently?
I've been saying this piece of work's needed for years.
Oh, you have, okay.
But there hasn't, CGF Partnership didn't exist until a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And we spent the first 12 months sort of getting a process to get Birmingham over the line. Then we spent the last 12 months setting Birmingham up.
Yeah.
So these things have been sort of on the back burner, and
so it's more been about the efficiency piece to start with, rather than necessarily the.
Yeah, I mean, it was about firstly, we needed to get the Birmingham to host on board, or a host city on board. And then making sure that they're fully set up and equipped to deliver. So turning our attention to the next host city, has been something that's been of increasing importance over the last 12 months. And as has the need. So really, I think the answer to your question is that the feedback from cities has enabled me to be pushing against an open door when I've said to people, we need to commit serious money to this. So I've been saying it for a while. People have gone, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But
nobody's doing anything. So we wrote a paper to the CGFP board, and everyone, of course, agreed. Same with the digital one. They're both the things that Nigel would have done on the day we were formed as an organisation. And in fairness to the CGF themselves, they're not as this management team hasn't got the bandwidth to do this sort of thing. So it's
that's super useful context. And in terms of some of that more efficiency work that comes out of the CGFP.
Yep.
Does that, and I do not know enough about the background of everything that happened around Durban, so I accept that the story I have been able to garner through the reading that I have done might not be the full story. But with the ultimate aim of that being that someone like a Durban could host in the future.
Yeah, if we can, I would like to see us get the a number of elements to it. One, the cost of the game's down, so that you're looking for less money from the public sector. Get the commercial revenues up, so you're again achieving that same objective. But also, if we are able to develop one, the team, and two, the systems and processes, and three, get some of the longer term relationships with the supply chain and potential sponsors. Broadcast deals potentially, it becomes far less risky, both for the city and the CGF. Yeah. So we're rolling into, say, an African city for the games in 26 or 30, but more likely not 26 is not that far away actually, but 30. By then, we'll have developed the model, the systems, done some long-term deals in Birmingham. Hopefully, then also started to implement in the next city wherever that is, but demonstrated through Birmingham to potential hosts for, let's say, 2030 or beyond, that there is actually a machine we've built. So we're not just talking about building a machine. We've actually built a machine. It's there in operation in Birmingham. It has reduced the costs in real terms compared to the previous games. Gold Coast. We've done it with fewer people. We've done it in a much shorter time frame. We've got long-term deals in place. It's now far less risky. So we're then able to give, I think, cities more confidence, but also give the membership of the CGF more confidence that this is no longer a case of giving someone a manual and saying we'll come and check on you every 6 months. But actually, we're a genuine partner in the games. As I said, the people in Birmingham or in the senior positions are CGFP people. We've not left it to Birmingham to go off and sort of do its own thing.
And in and of itself, yes, those people are in senior positions, but the wider team around it will come from that city, right? So it's not all going to be CGF.
The vast majority of people will be from the city. Well,
so
will be hired locally.
That's a legacy, right?
Of course,
So the delivery of future major events.
In percentage terms, it will be less than 5%.
Yeah, that's really great.
So and what those people are then doing is passing knowledge to people.
So that they can go and bid for 3 world champs over the course of 2 years,
exactly,
right?
Leaving a genuine capability
that's lovely.
Behind,
Yeah. And does social change, legacy, whatever we want to call it, is that a set part of that operational model at the moment? So the legacy committee in Birmingham, is that kind of CGFP kind of directive saying one of the things you need is this, or is that them taking that kind of locally?
No, locally. So the chairman. So when we developed the organisation, the governance structure, which we incorporated in the hosted contract, there was a legacy. We got a legacy group identified, but we didn't start to identify subcommittee. Well, we identified some subcommittees of the board, but legacy wasn't seen as a subcommittee of the board, because usually legacy is picked up by the city actually as being something. So I mean, in Manchester's case, there was a legacy logo launched before the games logo was launched.
Right, and then so that's the equivalent of LDC in London.
Yes. Yeah, and we were actually trying to calm them down because they were getting ahead of the organising committee, and, because that's where the city's focus was. They were saying, "Get out there," And we've not got that here in Birmingham in terms of the city actually just racing off and trying to do a whole lot of legacy stuff because I don't believe they've got the resources to do it. But the chairman of the organising committee is very focused on it. He's very focused on it, more so than probably any chair of an organising committee I've come across to date. And he is the one that's driving the setup of the legacy committee, which is a subcommittee for the board. So that's really good. But he